Hey guys, today we're answering that question. Should I defer my old age security or should I take it when I'm 65? That is the topic of this video. Stay tuned. I'm Rob Tatro from robtatro.com, portfolio manager at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management and the Tatro Wealth Advisory Group. This is the kind of stuff I see every single day with my clients. This is what I do for a living. I'm a portfolio manager, also work very deeply on the planning, income splitting, effective wealth management for retirees. This is what we do. If you're wanting to book a no obligation consultation to chat about this, go to www.speaktorob.com. I'd love to have a chat with you about this. So you're 65, you're wondering, okay, there's this old age security. I'm wondering, should I take it now? Well, let's take you through that decision process. First of all, you probably know this, but the OAS, the old age security, is funded out of the general tax revenue. It's not like the CPP where there's its own endowment fund, right? The benefits are indexed for life and they're indexed to consumer price index, meaning every single year you're going to get a bump of 1.5% or 2%, something like that. Now, it is an income tested benefit. This means that there is a clawback. Now, the clawback, they call it a recovery tax, starts at right around $79,000, $80,000. So if you make $80,000, you start to see that old age security getting clawed back on a linear basis all the way to $128,000. Meaning if you make $128,000, you're getting $0 from the old age security. The entire amount gets clawed back. So anywhere between 80 and 128, you're getting on a linear basis less than the full amount. So should you take it early or should you defer it? Actually, you don't have a choice to take it early. You're either getting it at 65 or you can choose to defer it. Now, it's estimated that less than 5% of Canadians actually do have a partial clawback. Now, the key with all this is to remember the numbers. So the current amount, this will be indexed, this will increase over the years. It's about $614. So that's the amount you get when you're 65. Now, if you wait all the way to age 70, you get 36% extra, 0.6% per month. So the math on this, the question that you're likely asking yourself is, am I going to live long enough for the deferral to make sense for me? Because I'm getting $0 between age 65 and age 70, right? So if you're getting $0, how long is it going to take me now that I'm going to get 36% more for me to catch up to the payments I missed? Well, we've done the calculation for you. You're in luck. The number is about 14 years. So if you expect to live more than 14 years, you're actually going to get it all back and more. So for those of you that know anything about kind of life expectancies, most Canadians that are 65 are certainly expected to live more than 14 years. So for most Canadians that are healthy, that don't have a cash flow need, the deferral might make a lot of sense. This is something that you should definitely consider. And most importantly, I would say, have you done any planning on this? Are you working on your income splitting? Are you working with a planner or an advisor to take a look at whether or not you are optimizing so that you're not getting grinded away on the $80,000 of the OAS, the clawback or the recovery tax? Are you able to defer some income in any way from yourself to your spouse or from your spouse to you? This is the kind of stuff that I think is critical and you need to be focused on this. And if you haven't done this, go to www.speaktorob.com. Happy to help you out, to give you a no obligation consultation on that. So planning on the incomes is extremely smart. Now, we've looked at the number. It's 14 years. So you ask yourself, am I likely to live 14 years? If the answer is yes, then you should defer. Now, when should you not defer? Obviously, don't defer if your health is not good. If your health is not good and you're not projecting a long life expectancy, take the money today. Take it right now. Don't defer if you need the cash flow. If you're in a situation where rent is tight or mortgage payments are tight, or you just don't have that money and you really need the cash flow, you should not be deferring. You should be taking the money and making sure to put food on the table, right? Finally, be very aware of the dividend gross up and the capital gains that affect these. So if you own non-registered accounts, they actually gross up the dividend, might actually move you up to a higher tax bracket. So the deferring question is a tough one. Generally, most people take it at 65. You do need to apply to defer it, but if you don't need the capital, if you're in good health and you have a good plan already in place, it's going to create more wealth for you long-term if you live more than 14 years. So we've done planning for individuals. We generally advise them on this. And I'll tell you what, if you think that you're going to get the old age security completely clawed back, completely taken away from you, you might tell yourself, what's the use? I'm not going to defer it because I'm never going to get it. I would tell you, take the 5 minutes, fill out the form and apply for a deferral of your old age security because something might change down the line. You might all of a sudden have a lower income. You might have have a year or 2 or 3 where you have lower income, and all of a sudden, boom, you qualify for the old age security. And if you've deferred it, what have you done? You've increased the amount that you're going to be getting in future years. So if you're at 128,000 of income or higher, by all means, please make sure to defer the old age security. If you never make less than 128,000 the rest of your life, nothing will be lost. Absolutely nothing will be lost except for those 5 minutes that you took to fill out the form. However, if you ever get 1 year where you don't quite reach the 128,000 of income, you'll be very happy you watched this video, and you'll be very happy that I gave you this free advice. Remember that the form T1213 OAS is the one used to reduce your clawback and to start getting monthly benefits back if the prior year's income does not reflect the current year. So that's a form that you should absolutely know and what it means. And remember that when you're looking at your income, you're always looking at prior year's income to determine the current year's benefits. So considering starting at age 65, I would ask you, what was your income in the year you were 64? In other words, if you're a high earning executive and you retire at 65 sharp, right, they're likely going to claw you back that income the next year. So you could consider a deferral of a year there just so that you don't have to worry about the income. Lots of stuff here, guys. So the deferral for old age security, remember that it's 36% more if you wait till 70, $614 per month currently. It's indexed to inflation. 14 years is the break-even point. You start to get clawed back at 80,000. Make sure you defer if you're making over 120. And if you don't have a cash flow problem or a health issue, you should also be considering deferral regardless. If you're not sure about any of this, please guys go to speaktorob.com, www.speaktorob.com. We'd love to book a chat with you. That's it for today, guys. I'm Rob Tatro, Portfolio Manager at Canaccord Genuity Wealth Management and at the Tatro Wealth Advisory Group. Thank you for tuning in. We got a whole bunch of other videos. Take a sec to subscribe. You're going to love our stuff. You're going to be in the loop. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.